first period goal that the Rebels have had in this entire series. So now this crowd here at Medicine Hat's got to help their group. Puck cleared, and now Lindstrom's going to try and chase after it. Thought that may have hit a player, but it's going to be icing against Medicine Hat, and I believe that's going to be an unassisted goal by Carson Latimer.
Yeah, it might have been a chip free by Jet Larson, and that's what they'll give an assist to through the neutral zone. It was on the stick of Tyler McKenzie, as we were mentioning. Had such a great game 3 and 4 for that matter. Was solid in both on the road in his hometown in Red Deer, but there just gets caught in transition at the red line, and Carson Latimer going to beat most goaltenders from that spot. It's a great shot by the overage forward.
Samuel Dranchak, the hero in game 3 in overtime. Wins a big draw. Chopped out, though, by Bogdan Sotis. He'll beeline it for the bench. As now Matteo Fabrizi able to back up and have a lay of the land. Good hard check by Van Mulligan. That's going to negate an icing call, though, as Reed Andreessen checks in. Avoids trouble now for Basha. Ahead to try and find some help. Basha hands off for Lindstrom. Onside and over the line. Trying to bust in. Short side. Trying to go wrap around. Holds onto the puck. Now to the point. Van Mulligan. Head fakes. Now off the wall. It's going to be a loose puck. Comes clean. Lindstrom trying to walk in. Hit fresh air. Now a hard check by Lindstrom on Samuel Dranchak, trying to at least lower the boom a little bit and get some momentum back for the Tigers. Mayo has the puck almost taken away by St. Martin, but still the Rebels get out of dodge. Brigley, though, has it knocked with this Rebel team. We're up 3-0 on the Saskatoon Blades last year, lost it in 7. They would like to not repeat that story here in Medicine Hat tonight. Derek Thurston back to play it, though, for Red Deer, but his clearing attempt fails. It goes to Andrew Basha, and he tries to settle. He'll walk into the high slot, trying to make a move. Nowhere to go. Jammed. Now it's Hodes trying to find Basha. It's just wide shot. Now across for Pacheco, who's right in front of the Rebel net. Paranch trying to move it across for Hodes as he bobbles the puck for a moment, and now Dranchak's going to take off for Red Deer. It might be 3 into the attack. Here's Brigley back, waiting his shot, easily. Cayden Lindstrom had the only one on game 2 against Kai Uchez on this opening face-off of this power play. Just 26 seconds away from 9 minutes gone in period number 1 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal, game 5. Rebels lead 1-0. They win the draw, and Matteo Fabrizi is going to find a lot of room. And great job by Cayden McKenna to just move his feet and create that penalty and a power play for the Tigers. As now Weisblatt ahead for Basha. Onside, right down Main Street. Now hands off to McKenna. He has room to the slot. Back for Basha. In for Lindstrom. Fires. Great save. Rebound. Still loose. They whack away. They jam. And it gets under as Uchez will go after Basha right after the fact. And Chase Woodsky says no.
It's a great set play by the Tigers as they gain the zone and give a different look on this zone entry, which opens up a near side pass to Andrew Basha, and the touch to the middle of the ice for Lindstrom is just ahead of him, so he has to settle this puck with the backhand of his stick and his foot to kick it up to his forehand, and by the time he does so, he's unable to get all of this puck as it just trickles down towards Woodsky, who does make a nice pad stop on the play, but just not as clean on the one-timer as Lindstrom would have liked, still getting a decent amount on it. But Woodsky standing tall with a big pad stop. 24 seconds gone in this power play, but a good look for the Tigers PP1.
Cayden Lindstrom couldn't get the win as Fabrizi again trying to go glassing out. Great job by Mercick to keep that in. Now Basha hands off to Cayden Lindstrom below the red line for Basha. Tigers wide on the perimeter to start on this power play again. Weisblatt traffic in front now. McKenna nowhere to go as 2 pretty much cheat over to 72. Now Weisblatt a drive from long range, blockered away by Woodsky. And the Tigers will have to retreat as Weisblatt has to realize that Wally Joseph is right in his tracks. He'll play it up to open ice for Mercick. Finds some room in Basha with some speed now for Mercick onside. Drops for McKenna. Makes a quick move, but stolen right there by Carson Burney. And the Tigers power play will make a switch, and Andrew Basha has to take off, but he got pinned by Kalen Lind as now Krebs trying to exit. Rebels can't get it out. Or can't get it out. That's the Tigers. Now a race for it. Could be a partial break. Basha inside out, trying to go back, but it's cut off by Mayo, and now it's Lindgren ahead. Lind across for Formack. Tries to walk in. Nowhere to go. Gets bumped by Krebs. Now sharp angle. It's redirected on the way through by the Rebels on a pass by Uchez, but Lindstrom does get it away for Krebs. To center. He'll fire it wide onto the far side in Rebel territory. Play for Lindstrom was way out of his reach, so it goes back to Pranch. All he can do is play it off the wall for Lindstrom, who can't handle the puck either, and it will be Hunter Mayo in to settle the puck down. As a hard bump by Hodes, enough to negate icing, and here's Peranich trying to wind up Makes a quick spin move. Now finds some open ice for Hodas. Up the middle for Basha. Here come the Tigers 3-on-2. Pacheco to that. Now Lindstrom trying to bust in. He gets tied up by Latimer. Good play there defensively. And then Pacheco trying to work to the point for Krebs. He was going the other way. And it will be cleared by Parsons, and the Tigers have to reload again. Friesen looks to take off. Shakes off McKenna. Now gets to center as icing waved off. Lindgren reverses in for Mayo on the near side wall. Latimer's going to have some room to come out with it. Out to Andrees. Off the wall, looking for Lindstrom, but again, the Rebels have just clogged everything. It's like a clogged drain in the bathroom. No joke about it. As Andreessen back to it, you'd love a late one here for the Tigers. Shane Smith trying to stretch it, hits the linesman. Chance for Harsanyi to bust in. Lindgren forces him to the outside. Nowhere to go, but Andrew Basha on the scene for a moment. And taken away by Red Deer and flipped out as Drew Krebs will have a lay of the land. And up to it as Mercick in for Parsons off the wall. It'll be chipped in by Shane Smith as the free Drew Basha reloads with 8 seconds left. See what the Tigers do here. Van Mulligan for Pacheco. Maybe one last call for Lindstrom. It won't work. Tigers will go into the break down 2 for the first time this entire series. It's 2-0 Rebels after 1 as some pushing and shoving ensues after the fact. And Cayden Lindstrom involved, but it's not a whole lot that needs to be said there, Lance. Not good enough if you're the Tigers.
No.
About your financial game plan, and that sets the tone as Cayden Lindstrom just trucks Ollie Josephson off the opening draw, and now feathered ahead as Marcus Pacheco out there with Basha, now in front, now for Lindstrom, quick shot, one-timer, not much on it, right into the chest of Chase Witzke, and again, I'm going to say it, Marcus Pacheco done some really good things in this game so far.
Yeah, Pacheco immediately driving the net on this chance, which pulls Mats Lindgren from behind the net out in front. That opens up an opportunity for Cayden Lindstrom to get a one areas.
Clean win by Lindstrom at the point. Basha hands off for Krebs, now back for Basha, no shot, now we'll get one through, it's blocked. Failed to clear are the Rebels. Good job by Parsons, but he couldn't keep it in forever. As in, Basha lost an edge, and there's some trouble. 2-on-1. Uchas trying to go out front. It hits a body, loose and tied up. Now in for Lind, it's blocked. I believe that was Tyler McKenzie, and now it's flipped ahead. Lindstrom will go after it. Swept away by Witzke, and now Lindgren has it taken off for a moment. Long shot going to be blocked by Mayo as Lindstrom looking to get off. As now Mats Lindgren.
Went off the post.
Rebels win the draw. They're looking for a way out. Chipped ahead by Krebs for a moment, but Formanek in for Uchas. His quick shot stopped in square to the puck is Ethan McCall. Now Andrew Basha looking to fight off Ranasak Formanek. Does for a moment, but the Rebels will force the Tigers to reload in the neutral zone. Now Basha, touch play for Lindstrom, trying to bust in. One extra deke's not going to work. Thurston has it, but Lindstrom's going to get it back on the near wall. Against Thurston comes clear. Basha trying to feed down low for Lindstrom. We kind of talked about the extra play being made from Chase Witzke. It hits him though. Ends up going to Lindgren, and the Rebels are going to get free on a partial 3-on-2. Good job by Basha to cut that off. A race for it as Basha couldn't handle it. Now Formanek reloads. In come the Rebels, far side. Formanek against Rhett Parsons. He'll look to clear, but it's going to go to the point for Thurston. Lots of traffic in front. Rebels don't get a shot through. Swung across, Lindgren backs up to the blue. Now a wrister blocked by Lindstrom. He'll look to take off with the puck, can't. Good job by Kalen Lind, and a nice response shift there by Kai Uchas, the captain of the Rebels. Here's Pacheco, trying to feed it in for Basha, just onside. He's hooked, fall down, and a power play upcoming again. It's going to be a hooking call against the Rebels. And for the Tigers, they're down by a pair, and they will get the chance of the man advantage to cut the lead to 1. Weisblatt to McKenna. Down low, here's a touch play for Basha, just missed. Ollie Josephson's going to get away with it off the wall, and Weisblatt has to hurry as Talon Brigley's going to try and track him down. Weisblatt just gets rid of it on the wall for Mercick, and he'll try to load up. Drops for Weisblatt, and he'll keep. Quick play to McKenna, drops to Mercick. Now he'll come with a blaze of speed. Onside and over the line. Drops for Basha, spins away from Uchas. Trying to walk in, he fans on it. Tigers have just had troubles with the puck all night, and now McKenna has to deal with Jet Larson, who's going to win a foot race and try to hold that on the wall. Basha has to get free. Dropped off, and then Josephson, or that's going to be Latimer shorthanded. He's going to hold on the wall again. Weisblatt trying to get free, and he'll look to take off. Ahead for Mercick, kicks it ahead on his forehand. Tigers try to reload and start again. Trying to get a break, it's off a body. To the high slot, Weisblatt circles, left circle, keeping for Lindstrom. He has some room, his shot stopped by Wutzke. The rebound as Lindstrom gets high sticked, and it's going to be a power play 5-on-3, the first 5-on-3 of the series for the Tigers. The Rebels had one in game 1. This is a big one here, and they're going to look for Crimson. I feel like it's just a 2.
And I would guess that the top power play for the Tigers going to take some deep breaths here and gather themselves as they've been out there for 1 minute 6 seconds. And you got
now fans trying to get into it. Clean win for Lindstrom, 5-on-3. Weisblatt, middle of the slot, in for McKenna. Walks in, down low for Basha. And Mayo cut that off. Brilliant. Played defensively by the Rebels. Mercick in for the high slot. McKenna walking away by Wutzke. Tied up as Weisblatt's there to help out. 5-on-3 for another 32 seconds. McKenna has a lay of the land, trying to walk in. Holding now for Weisblatt. Down low for Lindstrom, trying to tuck out front. Stopped by Wutzke in tight as Lindstrom couldn't charge his way in. And the Tigers' power play is going to stay out there. For the Tigers, and another clean win for Lindstrom. Huge. Here's Weisblatt. Sends it through, tapping it by as Basha can't get it past. Wutzke again. 5-on-3 continues. Weisblatt to Mercick. One-timer! Didn't get all of it. Wutzke tracked it perfectly. Josephson. 4 straight draw wins for the centerman for the Tigers. Weisblatt to McKenna. He lines up now for Lindstrom. Trying to go back for Basha. It's loose. Clearing attempt off the wall. Weir out of the box, but he can't get there in time. It's down to a 1-minute power play. 5-on-4. Tigers can't cash in. See what they can do once more. Basha. Surrounded by a couple of Rebels. It'll be rim. McKenna's going to beat Hunter Mayo to the puck. He'll give it off to Lindstrom. As it's gloved down at the point, Weisblatt has his hand forced by Uchas, just trying to kick it ahead, and he'll do just that. Tigers reload as McKenna. Up for Andreessen, now for Lindstrom. Ahead for Andreessen, lost it, trying to recover and rims it. He's going to take a nasty hop on Lindgren. He'll just hold on the wall below the red line. Lindstrom trying to dig the puck loose with 25 seconds left in the Carson Latimer penalty. To the point, McKenna settles the puck down. Andreessen, nowhere to go. Back for McKenna. Has a line, now fires, redirected, loose puck, scramble, Lindstrom. That puck bounced over his blade. Had a tap in, and the Rebels are going to survive. As Lindgren flips it out to center, a one-hopper. Ball. He gets spun around at the point. Latimer's going to try and take off. He won't beat Gavin McKenna as he goes for a change instead. Just
little plays like that. Carson Latimer has done this all series. He skates through pucks, not around them. Doesn't matter who's in the way, where that puck's at. He's skating through it, and there generates an opportunity to get the clearance.
Tigers reload. As here comes Lindstrom, 1-on-2. Had a power play goal in game 2. Shoveled ahead. Bash has got to beat Uchas to the puck. Swiped at to the neutral zone. It's gloved by Lind, and the Rebels again getting out of harm's way. Tigers trailing 2-0. That score brought to you by Murray Hyundai, home of the 5-year, 100,000-kilometer warranty. Now trying to turn up ice and get something going, but victory against the Red Deer Rebels, and you're off to the Centrium on Sunday afternoon. Tigers do exit as Lindstrom with St. Martin and Basha. Some adjustments made by the Tigers coaching staff. Good play by Lindstrom, just trying to play it ahead to himself, but he's stapled on the wall. Good job by St. Martin to get it free. Basha couldn't knock it back, and now it's some pressure for Lindstrom trying to dig it free. On the wall, held off the arm by by Hodis, I should say. Rebels will take.
Red Deer Rebels here at Co-op Place at the Tigers clawed back early in the regular season. It was a third period comeback, and it was a multi-goal deficit that they were able to erase.
They were. Here's Weisblatt on a face-off win by the Here's a touch play. Basha in. Loose puck. Mercick. The puck just gets over. It's been all series for Mercick like that. Now it's McKenna trying to load. Here's Lindstrom in tight now for McKenna. Across Mercick. One-timer right into the glove. Absolutely. Big face-off win by Lindstrom again, who's been really good on draws. Weisblatt now to Mercick near circle, trying to walk in. His shot bounces out for McKenna. This team is having issues with the puck. Now a one-timer by Mercick, and again into the glove of Chase Wutzke. What?
The reload stopped by Chase Wutzke. He's made 22 of them.
He's been good. Real good. Again, the Tigers, that was a couple sequences. They only burned 29 seconds of that power play, but Tigers reload. It'll be McKenna. This group was 29% in the power play in the regular season, just one power play goal thus far. Handing off to Lindstrom. Now it's Weisblatt, a shot through traffic, patted away by Witzke, thought it went behind him. Puck to the point, settled by Weisblatt. Now in for Mercick, right circle, trying to go across for McKenna. The puck doesn't sit. Now McKenna to Weisblatt, trying to feed it through, and another hot pass. It's Basha just trying to pinball it. One last call here on the power play. Mercick to Weisblatt, down low for McKenna. Passes aren't connecting, and the puck's bouncing on the half wall, recovered by McKenna. They'll try to dig it loose now for Lindstrom, one-timer, stopped by Witzke. The rebound taken by the Rebels. Now Basha to Weisblatt. Wanted to go down Main Street, now hands off. Here's a chance, Mercick, one-timer, hits the shoulder of Witzke again. Tigers buzz again. Trying to walk in. Weisblatt to Basha. Too late. And a break for it. Larson had a shorthanded goal in game 4, trying to bust in and fired it wide. Now Weisblatt reloads. Down to 7 seconds in the power play. Now ahead as St. Martin comes. It's off a body and cleared by the Rebels, or by the Tigers, and the Rebels will get an offensive zone start. For whatever reason, have had their way with the Mesnat Tigers. But then again, the Red Deer Rebels have done a heck of a job on the road and a chance to put it away. They are 20 minutes away from heading to round 2 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The third period between the Mesnat Tigers and Red Deer Rebels. Will it be the final period of the 2023-2024 WHL season for the Tigers? Or will they have some more life in them? Cayden Lindstrom, a lot of NHL GMs here to see him. Can he orchestrate something in this third period? Might start by trying to truck over Ollie Josephson again. It doesn't work this time. Opening face-off brought to you by our good friends, the O'Reilly Management Group of Scotia Wealth. Todd and Ryan O'Reilly. Talk to them today about your financial game plan. Off the wall, the Tigers will reload, and long shoot in, icing waved off. So Jay Swear up against Cayden Lindstrom, and could be a penalty, I believe. There's an arm up immediately. We got a high stick. A rough. Not ideal. As Cayden Lindstrom just straight arms Ollie Josephson's got to be careful here in a 5-0 game. As the aggression and frustration really just starting to pour for the Tigers. They trail by 5 shots now. It's 5-0, just over the 5-minute mark. That's a big goal for Talon Brigley. The most goals scored by one team in this entire series now in one game. Basha sharp angle to the slot. Lindstrom a shot. Rebound. McKenzie. Clean win by the Tigers as Matthew Peranich up to the point for Andrew Basha. Waits, fires, and rips it high. Missed pucks or firing it 8 feet over the elevator shaft. Tigers have not scored a goal since the second period of game 4 from Hunter St. Martin. As Matthew Gard ahead for Dwayne Jean Jr., bumped by Parsons. As here's Krebs tied up by Bourne. And now just scoops the puck free for Cayden Lindstrom, trying to touch it ahead for Pacheco. Now he'll give it right back to Lindstrom, trying to power his way in. Lost the handle. Its puck rolls a couple times. Krebs towards for Basha. Sharp angle. Behind the net. Holds, waits. Now trying to find a lane way back at the point and trying to send the puck down low for Krebs, but that'll be taken away by Dwayne Jean Jr. And Andrew Basha returned to sender.
Right now with 9:20 to go in the third period, they're going to need a big bunch.
Would be fun. Icing is the call.
The way this series has gone, I mean, I don't know. It might be unlikely. It's not impossible.
Here's Drew Krebs trying to walk in. As almost 300 games in the Western Hockey League. Probably if he didn't have a COVID season, he probably would have hit 300. He'll get away from a check. Makes a nice move. Busts in. Krebs. Loose puck. Basha scores! Finally, the Tigers solve the Rebels goaltender, and Andrew Basha cashes in. Hold on.
I said it was possible. You never know. Have to get the first one and Drew Krebs does a nice job working to the middle of the ice and makes a move around Quinton Bourne, goes far side, filtering out in front. Following up through the middle of the ice is Andrew Basha. He's able to tap home his third of the series. 9:03 to go. Tigers down 4. I understand it's a ways.
Tigers trailing in the series 3-1. It was 5 unanswered before finally one went past Chase Witzke. A good redirect by Cayden Lindstrom as we come out of the commercial break. And again, the MVP
Pops over the boards for the Tigers.
Oh boy. This will be neat.
It'll be interesting.
We also are in goalie goal territory. I don't like it.
Well, we are.
Tigers will come out of their own end as a drop pass, and Ethan McCallum waits, and Joe Fraser signals for the extra attacker. Here's Weisblatt. Into it, 6-on-5. This is it. And remember, there's trouble coming though. Tranchak trying to feed it across, but cut off by Weisblatt. Now for Carson Burney, tied up by Rhett Parsons. There's your extra attacker, and we all know where he's heading. Off the wall, Tranchak will just return to sender. 3:33 to go, Tigers down by 3. The definition of insanity is a few things, but oh boy, let's find out. Jet Larson sent it through, and Oasis Weisblatt playing goal. They're going to call it a high stick, and shoots it in disgust, but breaks the shillelagh. And off the face-off, Rebels try to clear. They fail. It's going to be a dead spot for Josephson to get away from McKenna. And here we go.
Not ideal.
I've seen weirder. Here comes Tomas Mercic. In for Lindstrom. They just stay onside. Basha lets that puck sit. Now for Weisblatt. Trying to hand off, and Basha comes in offside. So everybody has to reload. Basha turns. Burns onside. Can he do it? To the net. Just wide. Uchaz trying to deal with Lindstrom. And he'll get it away. Across to Mercic. That took the nastiest one hop.
Right.
Just, again, nothing surprises me in this game. One more time, Oasis Weisblatt to Gavin McKenna. And here's Weisblatt. Parsons in front of the net. Mercic to Basha. Still no shot. Now throws one. Blocked by Fabrizi. He'll go for the empty net. He'll fire it way wide. Less than 2 minutes to go. Tigers down by 3. They're on a power play. Have not scored on the power play since game 2. And now it's Weisblatt. Ahead for McKenzie, trying to go back for Basha. A little late to the party, unfortunately. Lost the handle to Mats Lindgren. And now Lindstrom. Ahead to Mercic, trying to let that puck sit. Now for McKenna. Back for Mercic, no shot. Lindstrom waiting. Lets it go. It hits a body loose for McKenzie. Tries to stuff it. And a scramble on top of Witzke and covered. 1:24 to go, and again, 48.5 seconds left. Lindstrom trying to pull it back. Parsons on it, and you know he's going to be out there at the end. What a warrior he's been. Rebels will go for an empty net play, but it's going to be iced. And Weisblatt back to touch up. What an era, end of an era.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Krebs coming in as a true rookie, 16 years old, was thrust into the starting lineup then, and just seeing his development as his career as a Tiger has been special to watch.
Here's McKenna, shot stopped, loose on the side of the net. Hodis there. As Brett Parsons will rim it. Gavin McKenna should be the Rookie of the Year in the Western Hockey League. Tarek Parasak might have something to say about it, but there's also an age difference and a different style of team. He's your Rookie of the Year. I'll die on that hill. Here's Krebs trying to knock it through. And the final 8 seconds are on as the last few seconds tick down. The Red Deer Rebels will defeat the Medicine Hat Tigers in 5 games of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal.